Hello, I'm WBZ TV meteorologist Barry Burbank, and I've got your forecast for this holiday weekend and extending into the next several days as we start out this brand new month of September. So happy September, everybody. It was cool and refreshing and felt so nice this morning. But of course, we're coming off an incredible number of 90-degree days, heat wave in the last few days. An amazing month of August and into July. It's been hot stuff around here, and I'm absolutely totally shocked. Never expected we would have this many 90-degree days in Boston. Thought it was going to be closer to this year, and so certainly a surprise for me and many other people. I don't know if anybody else caught on to this, that it was going to be this hot. In fact, it may end up even hotter than 2016 was, because there could be 3 more days of 90 or higher in Boston being added to that total, so we could be up to 23 by the time this upcoming week is over. So that is just amazingly astonishing. It's just crazy that that has happened. Well, yesterday we had a slightly below average day, but most of the month, as you can see, was filled with red squares, and the mean temperature departure is plus 5.3, which is an astonishing number, especially for the summer months. That is crazy hot stuff. It's so hot that 2018 August edition will be ranked as the hottest August ever, surpassing 2016 a couple of years ago. And you can see the other years making up the top 5, 1988, 2002, and 1973. The warmest month on record, the hottest month, certainly was July 1983, which surpassed this month, August 2018, by just 0.3 of a degree. And you can see July 1994, July 1952, July 2011. Typically, it's usually the months of July which have the hottest weather, but once in a while, August gets some hot stuff too, and this is certainly the year that we had that for sure, the hottest August ever. As far as the summer is concerned, the meteorological summer or climatological summer is considered to be June, July, and August, and it's ending up as the 4th hottest on record here in the Boston area. Most nights of temperatures failing to go below 70 degrees, 30 nights in Boston this year. That matches what happened back in 1983, but we'll have a couple more at least coming up this week, so we'll clearly go into sole possession of the #1 slot there. Well, high temperatures today will be mostly around 73 to 76 right along the coastline, with that sea breeze coming in, but not matching the magnitude of yesterday's really busy wind, which caused rough, choppy seas and kind of cool conditions along the coast, especially down toward the Cape. Farther inland, just not much of a contribution of any wind farther inland as it goes to 78 to 80 this afternoon. The thrust of most of the cloudiness today is across northern New England, up across the mountains. We'll see a decent amount of sunshine here in most of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, with maybe just every now and then a couple of patches of clouds maybe going by. That's it. So the trend for the dew point is clearly up. With beautiful dry air today, we'll start to feel it tomorrow, especially in the afternoon, as the dew points get up around 64 by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then lower 70s on Monday, Tuesday. Classify that as oppressive humidity all over again. This 71 might be a little bit too high for Wednesday. It's possible it could drop down to the upper 60s as a little bit of dry air comes in from the ocean, a little bit more of a sea breeze component on Wednesday. But even in the upper 60s, that's still considered high humidity. At the beaches today, the water temperature almost matches the air temperature. Air temperature is probably being just a tad higher. That breeze much lighter today, but certainly on shore. We got a high tide at 4:05. It's low this morning at about 10 o'clock. Now, the wave heights are much lower than they were yesterday. Yesterday, they were 3 to 5 feet because of that wind. Today, they're down to 1 to 2 feet, so they're not much in the way of big waves out there for sure, so that's reducing the rip currents danger, but still you always don't want to be vigilant to the potential of any rip currents around. Low temperatures tonight, 58 to 62. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the upper 70s along the coast to the mid and upper 80s inland. Some spots may make it as high as 87 farther northwest of Boston. And the Cape and the Islands forecast, generally sunny, a few patches of clouds today, tomorrow, and Monday. Gets warmer each day, so on Labor Day in the mid-80s, even on the Cape on Monday. If you're going to the lakes and the mountains, you're going to see temperatures which will be in the upper 70s today, with a lot of cloud cover. I think more cloud cover than this is indicating here. Quite a bit of cloud cover, a little bit of sunshine up there, and then partly sunny tomorrow and Monday as well, with a slight risk of a thunderstorm in isolated spots later tomorrow. Somewhat higher risk on Monday, but even then they'll be widely scattered. On Monday, this front will be coming down to cause perhaps a few storms. On Tuesday, it'll start to move into our area later in the afternoon to switch the wind around. As the wind comes in, it'll make it somewhat cooler on Wednesday. with a slightly less humid air, but not all that much, just a slight reduction. And then it'll be very humid again on Thursday. The jet stream is clearly way up in Canada, but we're also seeing way up in Canada more cool air beginning to show up. And eventually things will change and we'll eventually get more of these cooler air masses coming down. But the pattern that we've been having seems to be wanting to repeat itself over the next 2 or 3 weeks as we get deeper into September. So even though I don't think we'll have long-lasting heat waves, it looks like we will be in for the fact that we will have certainly some shots at some 90 degrees like we'll have this week. So 91 on Monday, 93 on Tuesday. It will be cooler at some coastal locations, especially later Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, and then very hot everywhere on Thursday except the south coast. Some showers or thunderstorms late Thursday into Friday, and right now it looks like another refreshing air mass comes in for next weekend. That's the long-range outlook. And we'll be watching also Tropical Storm Florence, which is way out over the Atlantic near the Cape Verde Islands. That'll be progressing across the Atlantic over the next several days, so even next weekend we'll still be watching it and see if it's going to have any chance of approaching the southeastern part of the United States. That's it for now. I hope you have a happy and safe holiday weekend.